Welcome back to Graveyard Keeper. And we're partway through meditation. It's time to actually go and create a new crop going. So I've got 6 minutes left on my run speed. I may end up running past the donkey here, but I don't much care for the bodies at the moment. We can just get some progress on the quests. And to do that, we're going to head east. And we may hit people going the other way, depending. But I want to head down to the farmer and let's see if I can actually buy some pumpkin seeds. We're going to need that for the quest for Clotho the Witch, but also for a couple of the other quests. And let me just get these first, and let's see if we actually have... Yeah, we can get silver pumpkin seeds, and we can get 8 of them. We can also get pumpkins themselves, so I'm actually going to buy them, and I'm going to buy the seeds from tier 3. And then we'll head back and get some planted, hopefully. Let's just see whether we actually get back here. And where's the other quest? Quests. Yeah, we have to grow the pumpkin for Clotho, but I think it's the dark altar thing for Snake. It's going to require some pumpkins for some reason. I have no idea why, but yeah, maybe we'll actually just do that. In the meantime, I should probably make beams. We need some complex iron parts, and that's going to need me to just put you away for a second. And complex iron parts, need some simple iron parts, so let's just queue up a few of those. And some complex iron parts, let's queue up a few of those. And it'd be nice if there was an up-down arrow as well. Really would be. But I've just got the rest of this queued behind here because it is it's for the weekly merchant shop thing. And just having a bunch of nails being produced after that is pretty ideal. At least until we get the gold star vegetables up and running. So, will Clotho actually mind if I don't grow the vegetables, if I just give her one? Let's go and see what she says. Actually, no, first we want... 2 pieces of news for me. One good and one bad. There's a chance our king's possessed. Okay. Apparently, oh, okay. He's possessed because he thinks we shouldn't just be able to grab people with their evidence and put them to the fire. So we need to put the burning on pause. But he knows we can get the evidence. Okay. A big ghost looked like a chicken with red eyes appeared above her and told all of our cruelty and injustice to the innocent have awakened an ancient curse. That soon our dead would arise, and yeah, that would be bad. Sounds like witchcraft. So we need someone from the university, la 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 la. Okay, so this is where he's going to open up the whole dark organs side of things. So the first sign of the curse's return should be dark magic organs inside corpses. We need to gather them. Dark heart, dark brain, dark intestine. There we go. And now we know how to actually get those. It's pretty important. Unfortunately, well, we can't make any more burgers or any more beer for sale. Alright, so I'm just going to skip back and then head over to the swamp and we'll see again if Clotho can actually do this. I actually needed to head over to the Inquisitor before the end of the day. It was just, the sun was just setting. And here's Clotho. Will she accept a pumpkin? Yep, she will. So you can just buy it. And now we know how to make a few different bits of soup. And she will trade with us quite happily. Is there anything I actually want in here? Well, I don't mind actually getting some glue. That much is for certain. We can get more of the bushberry seedlings, of course, but I don't really need those. Oil would be nice. Energy and heal potion we've already got, essentially. What's in tier 2? Dark elixir, balsamic solution, gold elixir we can just buy straight from her. She probably doesn't have very much of it, but given that it's 5 silver each, that's actually not a great deal of money, so we can just grab both of those. Speed potion, yeah, I'll take all she has of those. And then the rest is just various solutions. What's in tier 3? Protection, berserk, restoring. Okay, heal over time. And maybe the toxic extracts worth picking up. In fact, anything that I don't have study of yet is worth picking up. And in particular, I'm looking for blue. Is there anything here that is blue? Gas solution? Yeah. Okay. So then we can just skip back. So let's just grab my teleport. Use. Head home. And I'm going to want beams wherever beams have been put. We've already got a few of them, so let's just grab a full, well, a stack of 20, shall we say. And then I want skulls. So let's just go in and get some skulls. They're going to be down over the other side of things. Nice that I have 9 of these speed potions now. I'll have to go back and get more from her, well, fairly regularly. And remember, I've been removing skulls. Yeah, there's some decayed bodies, but I don't really much care about those right now. I've been removing skulls quite regularly from the corpses that we've been burning. We've already used quite a few of them. So we're going to use a few more and create an improvement to the Dark Altar. Unfortunately, I can't see how many spots each of these take up because of this big dialog box in the middle of my screen. This is really annoying that I can't see where I can put any of these things. So, I can put a crucified skull on the wall, only once I have the ingredients, of course. And there are different positions than the crucified skulls. Good. So, that means I can put one there. One there. And then we can go for 2 in each of these positions. And that's all of those done. We've already got skulls in the wall done. And we've already got skulls in a column done. So the only ones left is blood fountains, and again, it said 1 or 2 of those, but the quality is only up to 10, and 2 of those would make, well, obviously 14. So I'm not sure where we're going to get the rest from, but stone repair kit, polishing paste, and polished brick of stone. All right, how much inventory space do I have? I need to put some of this stuff away, don't I? So why don't I put that stuff away and come back shortly. Okay, so I actually want to make sure I plant some more of the seeds. Can I actually plant these straight away? These are already taken up to silver. Those lentil seeds, new. Are these sticks? These are sticks. I don't actually want sticks side of things. I want a couple more regular empty garden beds. So there and there will do. And we'll get pumpkins growing into these, so I just have to make them up. There we go. And then we're going to put peat in them, I would have thought. Yeah. Same thing there. And then we'll use quality fertilizer as well. Because we will probably like to improve our yield. 1 and 2. So we may get, 1 gold seed out of these. They're not going to be terribly fast at doing that. We've got onions here. The onions, by the way, are not good enough yet for me to automate with the zombie farm. I need 24 of them, and we don't have 24 gold onion seeds. I probably have about 9 or maybe 12. I think it's just 9 though, so that's not terribly good, but it'll do for now. And then I'm going to just go and get some grape pie, which should just be coming off the, just coming off the oven. And we'll go back and study these grape pies. Not grape pies, sorry. The ingredients we've got from the witch. So let's just grab. I don't need any more science, I don't think. So let's use the grape pie, and let's study this. Okay, that didn't give me terribly many points, unfortunately. No, looks like I'm not going to get points for that. Maybe a few more, but not enough for what I actually need. Nothing else I can study yet. Maybe the toxic extract while we're at it. A few more green points. Not going to be concerned about that. So the other way of getting that is, as we've previously done, let me just put these extracts away, and the glue as well. And we don't particularly need those skulls anymore, or at least I don't think so. Well, we can come back if we need them. I'm going to teleport over and out to the lighthouse, where we can then go and buy just the blue ones. We don't need any of the other side, any of the other books. There we go. And what's our technologies like? 296. Good. That's exactly what we want. There is that dark bodies research we just got from the Inquisitor. And to get cultists to be able to see exactly what you're doing, you need 300 points. I think we need points for something else, don't we? Am I misremembering? I don't think it is. That means we get more chance for duels. I'm not too concerned about that. Farming. We've got everything in farming. Book writing, not too concerned with those just yet. Theology. Okay, theology, to get the upgrade here, we have to go through this one, which requires 250 blue. But that will get us a new version of the confessional. Or it's getting better zombies. I think we can go for the church stuff for now. So you will unlock. And then to get the candelabras to upgrade the entire church with lots more candles, essentially, we need 100 points, and we've got nearly 50. So I'm going to need to get more, and unfortunately I can't get more from him today. So we'll have to wait for another day for that. However, we should be able to go and see how expensive confessionals are. So here we are in the church, and now we should have access to the second tier confessionals. That's actually quite cheap. They just give a little bit more quality, but not a huge amount more, but we should be able to fit them in the same space, I would have thought. So a couple more extra bits of quality. We just need some jointing, some complex iron parts, and some wooden planks. Fair enough. And we can get those going. And is there anything else I can do at the moment? We need to also get that those sort of pieces of stone and polishing paste. So let's just get the that sort of sorted. We need some polishing paste, which needs some oil. Oil is straightforward if I had some of it. Is there some in here? Yes, there is. Good. Let me just put it in a chest outside, just so it's not depending on my inventory. And wow, that's going to take... I'm going to need more oil, more river sand, and more ceramic bowls. Ceramic bowls aren't terribly hard to make. Yep, we can make quite a few. Get those going. I need some river sand and some oil. Vine press? Can I actually get them down here? Oil from fat. Yes, I can. That's pretty good, because we have plenty of that available. Normally used for candles, but I don't mind putting it to use for other things. Let's just put 10 of it through. And hopefully it's quite a quick thing as well. Hopefully it's not going to take too much energy to actually do. So let's put 2 of it in. So 2 batches here. Each batch should give us 10. Here we go. And we just need a bit more river sand, which is a quick trip over here. And that lets us start the polishing paste. We should need polishing paste probably for this stone as well. So I should probably take, I don't know, this doesn't take very much energy at all to take some with us. And you get green points for it, so it's not terribly bad. But yeah, we don't need all that much. There we go. Let's say 50. And we will use that over at the station and see how things go. So, can I queue up a few of you? Let's get rid of some of that. Put it in here, and yep, that's already ready. So let's just say 10 polishing paste, shall we? I think. And then over here, we probably want to look at... What are you doing at? Are you just spare? You just... Yeah, looks like you're just spare. Let's put you down here. Okay, so polished brick of stone is what it wants, and to queue that needs polishing paste. So I'm going to need a double amount of polishing paste, or we can use a chisel to do it. But I'm also need some stone repair kits, and I guess I'm going to need let's say 8 of them. And let's go back up here. They've also not finished the polishing paste yet, otherwise I'll be able to select some more things. Let's see if that's available now. Yep. So I'm going to wait till that all 10 of those are finished, and I'm going to add another 10. There we go. 16. And we'll convert half of them over so that we're using 10 of the paste, 10 of the stone, and we'll go and see if we can assemble that thing near the Dark Altar. And here we go. Blood Fountain. Well, we have room for 2 of them, basically, apparently. They only go one way, so that's that one, and that's that one. And that's pretty much all I can actually put here, so I can't actually make this any better. We'll have to wait for Snake to see whether this will actually be acceptable, or if there's something else, unless there's something down here I can build, maybe. Interesting. I didn't see any way to actually do that, but yeah, maybe that's possible. If you know any way, put it in the comments below, of course. We'll see whether that actually happens, well, either later this episode or beginning of next. And do I have enough of the stuff I have on hand? I just need some simple iron parts for that. No. We actually need lots more wooden planks, lots more jointing, and lots more complex iron parts. So I'm just going to do a usual approach here. In fact, let me just double check, just to make sure our zombie down there hasn't produced anything gold. He has produced a gold story. Do we have time? Let's see. So let me see if I get this right. We want notes, and that'll produce a gold note. Okay, and then we want a chapter. We'll try another attempt, of course. Chapter. It's giving us lots of blue points, which is fine. And then, is it a book? I think it is. 70% chance. And we may well end up with a silver one again. Let's see if we get silver. It's silver. Oh, one of these days I'm going to get that gold. Where was I? There we go. Let's put another silver one on the stack. We don't actually need that. We just get some more injection from our regular visitors to the church, from our sermon. Okay. Away we go as usual. Now, one thing I wanted to check, now that we have this dark heart ability, or dark intestines, dark brains, etc., is whether the existing stuff I've already pulled out of corpses still count as that dark thing, or whether they are not. And these just display as regular stuff. Now, I don't know whether I still can't see it until I unlock that technology all the way up here, this one, or not. So I'm just going to take this one for now. So even less chance of making mistakes. And then I literally need 300 more points. Now, blue points you can get passively, as I said before in a few episodes, just by making glass. So if you want to just basically spend spend your time of your furnaces making glass, you want to make the glass the normal conical flasks, which needs regular glass. However, that does occupy your furnaces. And of course you can get, it does have access to the water that's in here because it's in the same area, so you don't need to worry about carting water around everywhere. What you do, however, need to worry about is going collecting river sand, because you're going to need probably a lot of it to make a lot of glass, or at least to queue up a lot of glass. So I will do that off camera, and then we'll head back for, I think, the merchant days next up, that I want to actually deal with anyway. And with enough parts for a confessional, we're going to go ahead and do it. We have a space down there that we could put one in, but I've got a feeling we can probably use that for something else off to the side. I kind of like the fact that it's symmetric in the middle, so let's go for this now, confessional 2, and we can put one there. And what am I left for a second one? I need 2 more jointing and 1 more complex iron parts. That's not going to be terrible. And it's -4 at the moment, so we need to change that. There we go. +7. And maybe they're going to bring more faith more regularly. That might be nice if that actually works out. We'll see. And then I'll upgrade the other one, of course, off camera, and we'll see where we get from there. Of course, it's market day, and we're full of pallets, so our merchant should be around. Is there anything else we can actually do at the moment? Our company has become well known. We have enough for that. Great. And we get some story. And he gets free pie. Okay. Too bad we can't sell more than 10 crates per week. License restrictions. But the better fame we have, the better price I can get. Okay. So, how was dinner? Because we just got enough reputation to get into the other conversation options. We've gained some support in the Royal Council. And about the final plan? So we need Ms. Charm's help to talk him in the... Yeah, talk the head of the council into supporting our merchant friend. Okay, so he's pretty much dealt with as far as he can do completely. Okay, and is there anything I actually want to buy from him? We could buy more gold jewelry. That is one option. I'm not sure whether I'm going to take it though. Royal fish, faceted diamond. Again, not too terribly concerned with a lot of this stuff now, so I don't really much mind. He's just going to sell our stuff at the end of the day. We're up to, how much are we up to? 6 gold. We need 12 or so for that aristocrat option, so Mr. Charm isn't here today, but I can leave my usual burial certificates. Not that they're really worth that much money anymore compared to the sheer amount of money we're bringing in from the trading shop. But good enough for me. And then we'll go and see Snake and see if we can convince him to give us even more quality down there. Let's fast forward one day. Let's see if he has any new dialogue options, given we've decorated everything with the skulls of our fallen enemies, I guess. You know about the ritual? It's still not scary enough, apparently. Okay, so there's going to be one of the other options that we're able to put more stuff down. And given that we need 6 more stuff down, we're going to need maybe other stuff in here around all over the place. So I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to do that, but I'm going to need to get more of the same ingredients and see if there's any other spots to put stuff down in. And of course, part of that is in our garden. The pumpkins is one of them. That was onions, not pumpkins. That was pumpkins, and my inventory's full. Doesn't surprise me. Is there anything else I can put away here? Probably. That was the same chest. No, it wasn't. Let's just get rid of the gold and the silver seeds. That should do. And then... Can we actually put the garden waste away? Yeah, that'll do. Ah, and it still won't give me... That is really annoying. But we've got golden pumpkins. Let's just destroy some of this stuff. Stuff I don't actually need. Silver onions I definitely don't need. Let's just get rid of that. I can of course put another trunk down, but it's not terribly important. At least not at the moment. And the same thing for bronze. We don't want to keep any of that. Is there anything else that I want to keep? Carrots, we've got more than enough. Let's just destroy some of those. And that'll do for now. 5 pumpkins. I'll empty the rest out, and then we'll go have to get some more beams, I think. Beams are up here. Yep, we can get them in there. We just need to put some scrap away. And I think that's pretty much it. I'll just put the rest away, of course, and then we'll get to the next part. And I missed it entirely. You know those fountains? Well, fountains normally have liquids in them. I know. It's an unusual concept, but apparently they do. And in our case, we actually need blood. Because they're fountains of blood, of course. Me just thinking building them was going to be enough, but no, apparently. No, I need a little bit more. There we go. And we're solidly in Snake's Day, so we shouldn't have run out of time. And hopefully that will actually bring us everything we need. So let's head back over. And we just need to fill up both of those fountains. I did actually try and find more slots here. There isn't more slots, and it won't scroll, so we know there's got to be something here. So that's 1, and that's 2. So that's now up to 20 quality. And we now, hopefully, have a ritual. Okay, now we want some followers as well. And a damask sword. Oh no, that's my damask sword. You're not having my sword. Yeah, I'm... He's not having mine. It's just not happening. Although, isn't that a different sword than the one I got? Yeah, mine was a damask sword with gems. So why don't we have... what's the smithing recipe for that? I can't craft one without a gem. What? Steel sword? Swordmaster? There is no damask sword. Guess I've got to, what says? Get a damask sword. I guess I've got to go up to the mountain fort and see whether we can find something up there then. I guess I'm not going to open that. That's some followers and a sword. This is sounded a little bit dodgy. Okay, so we're going to head up to the mountain fort and we'll see if we can actually get anything up here. They did also say there was that hunchback that we had to speak to night time up here as well. And they were in the woods. Oh, is this them? Hello? About that necklace. Yes. The son of the Lord Commander might, but he left a couple of years ago. Fine. Sword. No. Rusty sword. No. Steel sword. Damask sword with gem. That's the only thing that says damask sword, so I'm going to buy it. It's a golden 50, but okay. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with that, you know, another day. That's the mountain fort. We can't get in yet. Okay. So I'll have to wait again for... Oh, it's about to hit midnight. I'm going to have to wait for him to come back another day, hopefully. And we'll go back to the farm once it's light. On the way back, I did check the sort of the shop, and it had sold 1 gold 50 or so. So we got our money back, and hopefully that damask sword with gem will do for Snake next time. So I'm going to put that in there for now, and we should be okay to go. We're approaching the end of the episode, or out of time really for today. And we've got the pumpkins on the go. And whichever ones I get to enough gold first, I'll switch away from using nails and such to make goods, and we'll switch across to using pumpkins or using onions. Both of them are fine, but I want to shift away from using nails. However, this does actually produce a fair amount of materials, and it's continually coming in, so it's not like I'm using it for anything else, and as such we can just assemble it like this, and then those boxes will automatically be made. You'll see I'm actually getting quite a fair amount of iron through, but we're okay. And I guess I need to queue up a lot more glass. So if I queue, well, we have quite a lot of fuel, so if I queue up all of those. Yeah, so 30 batches of glass, and then this is already processing a huge amount of ore. And do I have... Yeah, there's even more ore piling up behind it. It'd be nice with the forges if you could just add to them, like add more jobs onto them, but no, they don't seem to actually work like that. Never mind. Finally, I crafted a prayer for inspiration. It's like let's have a look in my inventory. Here it is. Silver version. I already had the bronze version. I just want to see how much effect that has on the other stuff we can do at the desk. And because I already have plenty of faith, we can just get around that. So this sum needs 40, but we've already got 68, so that's not much of a problem. And I don't think the words will be much different. We'll still get some faith, of course, but I should get another buff up here at the top. There we go. So 36 minutes of an inspiration buff. And we still get donations. We still get faith, just not as much as the combo prayer. And we'll take that down the stairs and let's see if I can actually improve anything from here. So in here we have notes. What happens if I... Yeah, we 80% chance of a gold using the silver stories. Let's make one of those. Yep, gold. And I can't queue up multiple of these, but I can craft multiple. Let's just craft another one. We could use the gold story that I've already got, but we got plenty of silver. So, is that enough for making a chapter? Am I out? Yeah, I probably failed on one of those. Let's craft another one. Let's take a look down here at the bottom right. Is that gold? It is. Good. There we go. And this is 100% chance. No problems. And then a book. Do I have the required things here? 20% chance of gold, but I would need a hardcover to do that. So is the hardcover something I can craft over here? Let's have a look. Hardcover. I just need 2 gold jewelry. Remember when I said I wasn't going to buy gold jewelry? Well, yes, we can craft it, or we can upgrade it from here. Not much I can do right now, but because of that inspiration buff, I should be able to get this sorted pretty quickly once, or at least get the gold tier sorted pretty quickly now, because we can upgrade the silver to gold and pretty quickly get to another gold book, and then we can try that again. Gold hardcover, sorry, the silver hardcover. Let's just try that. Still only 20%. We'd need jeweler to be able to get the book. Really, jeweler? Okay, well, how much benefit does that give us? Let's have a look in wherever it is. Smithing. Building. Needs 150 blue. I'm not going to do that this episode. We'll come back to that. In the meantime, however, we have got enough for the top tier in one of these. Yeah, here we are, for the candelabras. We've got in 100 blue points, so we are going to take that. And I'm just going to go quickly turn the episode just to see how much it takes to upgrade them. Oh my, they're expensive. Gold jewelry, 2 of, for every candelabra, and 10 complex iron, which is cheap. Fine, that's going to take me a little while to upgrade. However, I have got both confessionals in, and we can put another one there if we want another 7, so that'll take us over 70. This inspiration buff is quite good, so I may well use that in future. And we've got a few other bits and pieces upgraded this episode, so pretty good. We've got all of the Dark Church done, or rather the sort of furniture, if not the rest of it. And we just need to wait. In fact, we could probably just finish off by heading over to Ms. Charm, who should have more news about the necklace now that we've gone and spoken to that guy over at the mountain fort. So let's skip forwards and I'll see you at the end. Okay, let's see if she has anything to say. I found out about your necklace. He doesn't have it anymore. Okay. Okay, so we've got to get a vial. Or make it. And I have no more questions. So I have to get that from Ms. Chain. Yeah, about your perfume. Fine. So I need to take a basket of food over to Clotho. It seems that she's the sister of our merchant's wife here in town. I'll do that just to finish off the episode. It should be quite a quick thing to do, so I can't skip forwards, however. So I'm just going to jump over through the shortcut, and I'll see you over the swamp. And here's her sister. Okay. She doesn't like apples. Can I have some more of those speed potions? You don't have any, do you not have any more speed potions? You do have more speed potions. You have 5 of them every time. I'm definitely coming back here. Yep. Keep me constantly in supply of those. And we'll head back to the inn. Do I not get the perfume? I've delivered the food, but I only get 10 points for that, so I need to get frogs for another 10 points. We'll have to leave that for another day. And we'll have to come back then, and hopefully we'll then be able to get everything we need from Ms. Charm. So, yeah, we're pretty much finished for the day, I think. And let's just trade to you, get rid of these. There we go. And we're under 6 gold again, but it's fine. We can get more next merchant day, which is actually happens to be tomorrow. All but one of the pallets are full, so I can just commission some more nails, and, you know, they'll keep on building. Okay, so we're finished for today's episode. More quests done. Dark Church done-ish. And we'll see you next episode for some more Graveyard Keeper, hopefully. If you've liked the episode, give it a thumbs up. Always good to help with the channel, really. And otherwise, let me know in the comments. And if you've got any suggestions, I am approaching the end of this game, and I'm definitely approaching the end of the Ultimate Alchemy series. So if you've got any more suggestions, I am happy to hear about them. They're all very good. And from there, yeah, feel free to subscribe, comment to other people. And of course, we'll see you next time. As always, guys, thanks for watching.